Now we're back to learn Gimp, and this time I'm going to show you how to create a typical black and white gradient background. You can see this on YouTube, especially when it comes to these tech channels. They use it for thumbnails. I'm just going to use this simple image right here, and we'll create the background from scratch. We need a transparent layer for it. It's on top. I just call it gradient. Now we need a gradient to it right here where the bucket fill tool is. Right click on it. We use foreground to background. And foreground and background need to be black and white. If they're not for you, just click on these little icons below the swapping. Then set the shape to radial and then left click and drag. Colors might be reversed, but you can left click on these starting and end points of the gradient and adjust them right here. So I'll make the center one white and the other one black. Usually the gradient is dragged far beyond the canvas, so let me zoom out. You can see for now we've got a black vignette, you could say, but on YouTube most people drag it so far that you only have this grayish outline and in the center it's white. And now you add the original image that you've got of your tech device that you have in your hand, for example a smartphone. And you create an outline with, for example, the paths tool. Just left click in the first step and go over it. Don't worry too much about curves for now. When you've reached the start point, hold Ctrl and left click, which is going to close the shape. Now the second step is to take care of the curves. You can just hover over the lines and then drag them with the left click, and then you will get these handles to adjust the angle. When you reach a point where you would need a new anchor, for example here, just hover over the line, hold Ctrl and then left click, and this is going to create a new anchor point or node on your initial line, and then you can adjust it a little bit better. More tips are I use the spacebar and then move around, so I hold the spacebar and then left click drag. This is going to help me move around on the image. I hold Ctrl and use the mouse wheel for zooming. And finally, when I misclick somewhere, I'll just press Ctrl Z to get one step back. Obviously, the more time you put in, the better results will look. But as it's a YouTube thumbnail, or it's most often used for that, you're not going to be zoomed in that much anyway. So you don't have to worry about all of these smaller pixels that might not fit because you won't see them anyway. The next step is now to just right click, then go to select and use from path. It's going to select this shape, then right click on your image layer, so my original, add a layer mask and use selection. Confirm via add, and it should already be good. Then we go to select none. So this is usually what these thumbnails look like. Another piece of advice, if you want to move it around, so this tag device here, make sure that you're not on the mask, you need to be on the layer. So to be able to move the image around, if you're on the mask, you're moving that around and the image will stay in place. So go to the layers menu and activate the icon for the image, and then you can move it around. And this is how you can create these simple tech thumbnails for YouTube using Gimp. I hope this video was helpful, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.